Hello everybody and welcome to week number 3, the Snead Tombstone Game Farm Street Stock Series here in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. I'm Lucas Hoitzma. Tonight joining me is Quinn Newton. Say hello, Quinn.
Hello.
Hello, and tonight we're at VIR, wonderful road course, but we're on the Patriot configuration here, so pretty short course tonight, just under a mile in length, and a ton of little quirks and weird corners to go around tonight, but getting ready to start qualifying right now. We'll see who's going to come out on top. Peter Therio was fast in practice. Ian Montrose also really fast in practice, held on to that top spot right up until the end, so we'll see who's got the speed tonight. Who are you looking out for tonight, Quinn?
Definitely got my eyes on Peter and Ian, both pretty fast, but they were definitely, a bunch of spinouts in practice. So will these guys be able to put on 20 straight laps of, without going off these corners? They're really tight corners. So I'm glad I'm not out there tonight, because I would be mowing the grass more than I would be on the track tonight.
Absolutely. VIR, great track. Well, I absolutely love this track, but I absolutely suck at it, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. It's got a lot of elevation changes and not much runoff area, and just really not forgiving at all. So it's going to be tough for these guys in these street stocks, and all practice we've seen guys spinning out, going off into the grass, especially down that little corkscrew type thing there that they call the spiral. So we'll see who can get through that. It's pretty much a blind corner up until we're right along with Peter Therio here once he starts his first lap. And here we go, coming across the invisible start-finish line. Through these sweeping corners, through turn number 3, turn 4, and then turn 5. Coming up to the spiral now. Long straightaway right here, gonna get up to over 100 miles an hour. Then right over this blind corner down into this, whatever they call spiral. And then that'll lead you to the, I guess, back straightaway, and he blinks out for us for a moment. I think we just lost Peter. So we're not gonna finish that lap. Alright, he has returned. First lap for Peter, not gonna count, I'm guessing because of the long blink. Ian Montrose to the top of the board, 48.79. I think that's one of the fastest laps we've seen so far across practice. And qualifying in second lap, he's gonna go in the grass, it's not gonna count. And you can see he's just gonna park it there. So Montrose going to hold on to a 48.79. We'll see if he can get the pole with that.
Absolute heater of a lap.
Yeah, Ian really threw down the gauntlet with that one. Let's see, Therio might have gotten an off track on his first lap. Yeah, so first lap didn't count. Second lap, 49.83. That'll put him second on the board. Lilith coming up to complete second lap. To the start-finish line. 49.33. Lilith goes second on the board. Spencer Gray. First lap 50.52. Got another 6 minutes left in qualifying, so everybody's got plenty of time to complete these 2 laps.
Gonna be a quicker race here tonight too. I mean, easy to make mistakes here, and I think with as short of a race as it is, one mistake could, even with Ian being so far in qualifying, quite a bit faster than everybody else, one mistake put him to his back. So be interesting to see, how that plays out.
Absolutely, I think it's gonna. From the drop of the green, you're gonna have to start making aggressive moves, knowing we're not gonna get a caution, and yeah, like you said, don't have enough time to really wait it out. See Michael Edwards on screen. His second lap. Another blind corner right there. Across the start finish line. 51.91. That puts him 6th on the board. Cliff Mullins on track.
This would technically be Cliff's home track, I believe.
Yeah, so Cliff living around here in Virginia. I think he knows several people who work at this track, and I'm sure has been to it. So definitely got an upper hand with knowing the layout. But you know, I'm sure Cliff will agree. Road courses are not his favorite thing in the world, and I'm sure just waiting to get back to a short track.
Exactly. It's interesting to see these things out on something other than the short track. I mean, this is kind of a short road course, but interesting to see how these perform out here.
I'll be honest, just from what I've seen, doesn't look like they're performing too well.
It looks like I would definitely be struggling. I'm glad I'm up here than down there.
Well, nobody else really on track. Cliff's the only one out there running some laps. Got another 4 minutes left in qualifying.
All right, everybody. Looks like everybody's qualified. Who's going to qualify? Welcome to VIR. 20 laps. You have 2 sets of tires in the pits, 50% fuel. She is a fairly narrow track, as you guys have seen. So watch out. Be courteous if you can. It is local only cautions. So there are no heats. It's only the feature. I think we can get through this.
You heard that driver's meeting right there. Just kind of getting the info for tonight, and this is a long qualifying.
Yes, but like we mentioned before, this is going to be a lot shorter of a race than we're used to. I'm excited for lap 1 here. It'll be interesting to see how many people are aggressive on this start. I could see a lot of carnage here on this restart.
See if I can get this set up. Let's take a look. I want to know exactly where the start finish line is. It's somewhere in this vicinity right here. I think it's right in the middle of the pit lane, but it's not really marked. So I hope we don't have a photo finish.
I know the flagman's over there in the corner. Is it right at the flagman potentially? Right at the entrance to
Could be.
pit road?
Maybe like right here. Interesting track here we have. Kind of just run through the track here with the drone. See, this is a really awkward set of turns right here. Seen a lot of people struggling getting the car wound down. Set that long straightaway. Down through what's called the spiral. Massive elevation change right here. Down another long but shorter straightaway than before. Through this almost chicane. Wouldn't quite call it that. Just kind of a maybe an S. Set of S's right there, and then right back up to the non-existent start finish line. So there's a nice track walk for everybody right there. Cliff Mullins still out here practicing. Oh.
Hey, take what you can get, here,
I don't think he's on the track.
Oh, he might be doing a big road course.
Yeah. Oh, I started thinking our cameramen weren't in the right spot, but nope, Cliff wasn't in the right spot. Alrighty, qualifying coming to a close. 11 cars made a lap. Ian Montrose looks like going to get the pole tonight. Do we want to get a word with Ian?
Sure.
Here. Hey, Ian, it's Lucas. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you got the pole tonight. Put it up on first, almost or over a half a second faster than second place. So just threw it down an absolutely heater of a lap. How are you feeling about your speed tonight? And you think anybody's going to be able to challenge you for it?
Yeah, I think it's this track's going to throw up a lot of surprises. So I just got to keep it clean and run my race, and hopefully if we can do those two things, we'll get the result we want.
Absolutely, man. Good luck out there. I hope to see you at the finish.
Yeah, appreciate you guys broadcasting. Thank you.
Sir. Ian Montrose, pole sitter for tonight.
I like how he mentioned he's got to keep it clean, but you also got to be aggressive. We've said it a few times. Short race. Going down here into these first set of turns. I'm excited for this.
Wait for everybody to get gridded up. Looks like we're going to start on the front stretch. We'll do one full pace lap around. Looks like Blake Giglio is not at the racetrack.
Coffee, Cliff. Cliff, you need a coffee?
That's who we're waiting on to get to their car.
I have neither. Hey, I'm going to be taking it easy here, so watch that back bump getting close to you here on this first turn. Copy?
Alrighty, let's go through our grid. Quinn, you wanna start us off here?
Yeah, starting P1, we got Ian, and then starting P2 tonight, we got Lilith.
Absolutely, Ian and Lilith, and then we got Peter Therio starting in third place tonight alongside Spencer Gray, P4. Nathan Lafayette start.
Oh! I thought we were
Go ahead,
switching.
brother. Go, brother.
P5, we got Nathan Lafayette and Michael Edwards in P6.
Andrew Floyd going to start 7th tonight. Number 11, Patsy Catalano going to start 8th.
Number 9 starter tonight, Cliff Mullins, home track. See if he's got something for him here. Maybe work his way up through the field. And then 35, I think that's Banky, isn't it?
That is Matt Banky in the number 10.
I have Skittles, so I'm using some weird names in here.
And beyond that, we got Justin Horton starting in the 67 tonight, P11. Alongside him going to be Adam Crozier in the number... Whoa, wait. Okay, so Giglio is supposed to start in 12th, but he is not gridded up. I don't think he made it to the track, so looks like Daniel Long going to fill his spot, and then Adam Crozier going to start behind them.
Daniel just spun in the pace lap.
Oh,
the back of the field.
Not a good start for Daniel.
Green flag is out.
Green flag is out. They got there quick. All right.
They're big wreck in the back of the field.
Oh, they're wrecking before the... Oh, big mess. Big mess out here. Oh, man. What just happened? We're going to have to get a replay of that in a second. See if I can get it queued up. Alrighty, so... This is before the green flag even came out. They're just trying to get caught up to the field. Catalano catches the grass, turns to 37, and it's a track blocker for everybody else.
Oh no. I told you this start would be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that interesting that early. Alrighty, up to the leaders. Ian Matros was able to hold on to the lead. And they have begun lap 2 now. Ian down into turn 1. Down toward the spiral through that long straightaway. Oh, Lilith Peters missed the corner. Gonna spin in front of Peter Thurio and goes around. It's gonna hurt her big time. Falls back to 6th. And that puts a huge gap between Montrose and Thurio. Just over 2 seconds. Like a good battle for 4th right here. Michael Edwards on the back bumper and Nathan Lafayette.
Nathan having a good run here tonight.
Yeah, in 4th right now. Looking good. Oh, looks like Catalano had an issue. So did the 67. Oh, Catalano's off track again. So some drivers definitely struggling here tonight. Looks like Llewellyn, I think, has towed the car and has left the track. So 12 cars out right here, right at the moment. Ian just running away with it right now, but looks like Thurio is starting to cut that lead down.
Good battle for 4th and 5th right now going on.
Roll
Will trying to make some spots back up.
To the inside of the 00. And gonna complete that pass. Both moves up into 4th.
If you're Montrose right here, what are you doing? Are you like looking in your mirror at all? Or are you just driving straight? Because it's so easy to make mistakes here, but
well, the smart thing to do would be look straight because he's not within striking distance yet, but I think he is looking in the mirror. I mean, I've seen him go over the curb into the grass a few times already. And
oh, he misses the corner there.
Yep, that's going to cost him. That's going to be a slowdown. I think Thurio also missed the corner, so those two both getting a slowdown penalty at the same time. This track is proving really challenging for these drivers.
Montrose about to catch the back of the field here.
Yeah, coming up on the 67, 45, and the 4 car. Just about 2 turns ahead of him. He cuts it so close through those corners. Looks so on edge.
Be interesting to see if lap traffic plays a part here in this. So hard to pass here.
Yeah, this really thin track, super hard to, like, first of all, work up a run, and second of all, complete that pass too wide.
They're wrecking in front of him.
Oh, the
4 goes around.
And the 4 car, yeah, the 4 is stopped right there in the middle of the turn. He's gonna try to rejoin here, let everybody by. See what happened between all those guys. They all went off track at the same time, it looked like. Oh, yeah, the 4 goes around. The 45 makes contact with him. The 67 had to dive in the grass to avoid it. 67 gonna let Montrose by, almost tags the quarter panel. That was really close between those two.
That would have been disastrous for Ian there.
Not too many battles going on. 2 leaders are 1.5 seconds apart. Looks like Spencer Gray had an issue right there. Lost a ton of time. Now 10 seconds behind our leader Ian Montrose. And Lilith Peters. Oh! I think that, I don't know if the 12 broke early or the 01 broke late, but those two heavy contact, and that the front end of that 01 is destroyed. Well, let's try to get a replay of that. I want to see kind of what happened. So here comes Lilith. Oh, the 12 with a, looks like a heavy break right there. We'll see if she has to come down pit road. We do have a fast repair to take, but it's going to cost so much time to come down and take it. Don't know if it's worth it. But looks like Ian Montrose going to take halfway this time by. You said it, Quinn. This race would go flying by, and we're already halfway in.
Another spin out right in front of Ian.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Benke, 35, went around in turn 3. Happened in 35. Looks like got loose entering the corner, maybe a bit of a blink, and just went off track right there. That's a weird one, because it wasn't on the exit of the corner, it wasn't in the middle of one, it was on the entry. Right on board with Ian. Try this again. Oh,
The floor
Catalano.
spins out in front of him. Montrose got loose there. It's going to give Peter a chance to catch him.
That gap has now been cut down to 0.7 of a second.
If you're in here, I think you just got to focus on hitting your marks. You've been fastest all race.
Yeah, you know, oh man, Peter really closed up that time. Threw a big send on the entry to the corner, but it just didn't work. Ian, oh, they both missed the corner. Everybody's in the grass. And they both end up not losing any time on each other because they both missed the corner the exact same way. Good battle for the lead going on up here.
Hate to see anybody spin out, especially in front of the leaders, but for our entertainment, definitely helped make this a little bit of a closer race here in the last couple laps.
Absolutely. 7 laps to go right now. Ian trying to fend off Peter Therio. These two are so even on speed, but are just dominating the rest of the field at the same time. They are using that rumble strip up. They're dipping 2 tires in the grass every time they go through these corners. Peter
Right
trying to cross him over. Looking left, looking right. Big break. Tries to cross him over again. He's right on the rear bumper of the 1. Almost thought he got the bumper right there, but he didn't. Not many passing opportunities on this track. It's a lot of rolling corners. We're coming up to one of the biggest passing spots on this track, turn 3. Big braking zone. Peter sends it in the inside, got loose. Now sends it on the outside, gonna try to cross him over once again. Looks like Peter got a better line through there.
Both in the grass again.
Big run off the corner, there, side by side, going into the spiral. Peter gives it up, he gets loose. He saved it. Oh man.
What a save.
That car got really upset.
And the best part is they're coming up to lap traffic again.
Yeah, it looks like Andrew Floyd in the 11 gonna be the next target. Peter got to the inside of the 1. Oh, he caught the rumble strip, got loose, the 11.
Ooh.
I thought he was gonna hit Therio right there. That was so close.
That's got to be the 4th or 5th car to spin out in front of the leaders. Is another car off the track in front of him.
Looks like Adam Crozier gonna get off track, get out of the way. Three laps to go. Only 3 miles left to settle this. More lap traffic. Looks like the 00 and the 37 in danger of going a lap down. Apologies, that is the 37 and the 35 next to each other. So the 35 going to be the first one. 2 laps to go. Looks like Peter kind of fell off there on that lap. Going to have to recoup himself and try to bring up another run, but Ian Montrose fighting to get by lap traffic right now. That's going to slow him up. Oh, the 35!
Contact.
28 got held up bad by the 35. Not sure he was expecting him to be there, the exit of that corner. Now coming to the white flag this time. We'll see if Therio can make up any time. And Montrose running down the 37. White flag is out. 37 and the 67. 67 gonna let him by the 37. Not gonna be so nice. The 28 was there for a moment.
Nice.
But he gets loose off the corner and he can't put the power down. Over a second between these two leaders. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. It's a lot of time to make up. Now, no more lap cars to influence this race. Therio gets really wicked in that corner, and
good win, Ian.
you see he's giving up. Ian Montrose gonna come through the final few corners, and he's gonna take the win here at VIR.
What a race! That was incredibly entertaining.
That was an awesome race. Good to see that battle between those two leaders. Now we gotta wait another 20 seconds for third place to come by.
Wow.
That one off track kind of killed me. And then
here comes Lilith across the line to take home third.
Wasn't able to get a good corner.
Followed by Spencer Gray and Michael Edwards with a good battle of the line.
All right, top three to the waiting room for your interviews. Good race, everybody. These are tanks, so we're lucky nobody died.
It looks like everybody has come across the line.
Sorry about that during the middle of the race, but I won. My pedals got all out of whack.
Wasn't sure what to expect tonight, but what a great race that they put on here tonight.
Yeah, there was never a dull moment this race. Seemed like those two battling the whole time. Oh, man.
We got some intentional wrecking after the race here.
Yeah, 28
You're not
heard over the radio,
happy.
not happy with the 37.
Oh no, is there any way we can go back and look at that last lap quick?
Absolutely. Just gonna take a look. Find our white flag. We're looking at 37 right here. It's another white flag. You can see behind there's Ian in the yellow and black car and Peter Therio in the blue and green car. 67 lets them both by. The 37 gives the inside lane. Looks like the 28 pretty much missed the corner right there.
I really don't see much of what else he could have done there. I mean, 67 kind of slows up. He goes around him, and then I'm not quite sure. I don't really see anything there.
That'll be something to discuss in the interview, I guess. So we'll bring in our third place finisher here. Hey Lilith, it's Lucas and Quinn in the booth. Got us?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, took it home third tonight, that 01. Ran a pretty good end to that race, but had some trouble at the beginning. Do you think if the beginning had gone better, you might have had some speed for the leaders? And, you know, how was the race overall for you?
Yeah, I was keeping a relative pace with them. I didn't choke, but oh well. I had really fun. I love the street stocks on the road courses. They're very fun.
Yeah, it looked like a good time out there. We saw everybody slipping and sliding all over the place. You know, if you could go into a little bit of detail, how was the car tonight, and you know, how was it trying to fend off somebody or go for a pass?
It's all about setting up the long straightaway, I guess, into the tiny chicanes. Most people aren't good on exit, so that's where you could set one up at least. But if you made a mistake, or the person you were passing made a mistake, it's game over.
Gotcha. Well, awesome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Got anybody you want to thank for the run?
Just thank my teammates, Peter and Justin. It was a fun night. Thanks for broadcasting.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us again, and congrats on the third place. See you next
Later.
week. Okay, bring in our second place finisher here tonight, Peter. We'll see what he's got to say. Hey, Peter, it's Lucas and Quinn in the booth. Got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, man. Well, took it home second tonight. Had a great battle there in the last 10 laps with Montrose. You two really put on a good show for us. What happened there at the end, and overall, how was the race for you?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. At the end there, I put myself in a bad spot with 2 to go. I dipped 2 wheels off coming through that last little section there, and it gave me a slowdown. Which was completely my bad. Like it already happened to me multiple times in the race, so I should have been a little bit more careful through there. But so then when I had to catch Montrose, um, when I did get him, and it was kind of on the lap traffic really threw a whole wrench in it. I was not able to make 3 and 4 quick because I had Cliff on my inside, and Montrose was able to just get right past him. So I appreciate Horton moving out of the way. That was nice not having to pass 2 lap cars through there. But he was really fast. Montrose was, and I really enjoyed that. I was waiting because I didn't wanna move him, and so but I think I waited too long where I forced myself into a mistake just trying to follow him, and kind of cost myself on that one. But all in all, I mean, I felt like we had a pretty clean race up front. A bunch of like off tracks, but we didn't really touch too much, so that's good. Um, yeah.
Gotcha, man. Well, good run for you tonight. Got anybody you want to thank for the run?
Yeah, I gotta thank my teammates Justin and Lilith. Lilith doesn't race in this series very often, but she got a third out of it, so I am very happy for her. And I gotta thank you guys for broadcasting. I gotta thank the owners of the league, SRL, and just the Street Stock League in general. And yeah, I'm really happy to come out of here with some pretty good points. And I gotta thank Ian for having such a good race there.
Alrighty, man. Well, congrats on that second place. See you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
And that was Peter Thurio finishing second tonight. We'll get our winner here. See what he's got to say. Ian Montrose. Hey, Ian, you got us.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Took home the win here tonight at VIR. How you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. Honestly, nerve-wracking last couple of laps. Tried to manage the gap as well as I could with Peter. He kept coming after a while. We both kept getting some penalties, so it kind of nulled ourselves a little bit throughout the race. But all in all, really good to win from flag to flag. That's awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, that I think I counted maybe 4 or 5 times. We saw one of you guys go off track, and then I think twice both of you went off in that final corner and cut through the grass. It was crazy to see just how hard you guys were pushing it. We saw you dipping it into the grass pretty much the whole night. Was that kind of giving you speed, dipping 2 tires in the grass in the apex of the corners?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't penalizing you the way that you'd think. It wasn't kicking the back end out at all. As long as you've got your momentum going forwards instead of sideways, yeah, you can use the inside of those corners. The key is trying not to get a penalty, which I goofed up a couple of times there tonight. But that's really where you could keep that speed going, especially because it's up and downhill. The momentum's so important. We were talking, Peter and I. He was much better at the beginning of the lap versus me. Had a lot more momentum on the end of the lap. So yeah, it was just it was an interesting lap. Also, you can't see where the corners are in half of these corners. So yeah, it's pretty interesting track overall. It was a good race.
I got a question for you. So you're coming up to the end there, and you got all these lap traffic cars in front of you. What are you thinking on that last lap? As you got, I think, 3 cars in front of you to pass, and Peter's right on your bumper.
Yeah, it was a little scary, and especially when I got to Cliff, Peter was wondering if he was doing any favors. During that part of the track, it's actually pretty difficult to take people over. So was I relieved that kind of Cliff went back onto the racing line a little bit? Yes, it bought me a bit of breathing room, but the lap traffic at the end, I assumed would happen at some point, but definitely terrifying. But yeah, all in all, it was great to come out the other end and get the checkered flag.
I think there was like an instance or 4 or 5 cars that ended up spinning in front of you over the course of the 20 laps.
Yeah, it was. You just got to keep calm in those situations and hope that people hold their brakes. But no, I just had a good feeling overall. I was telling Peter it's all about rhythm on this track, and felt like I had a good rhythm all night. So yeah, feeling really good.
All right, man. Well, got anybody you want to thank for the run tonight?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you two boys in the booth. Appreciate you picking up and broadcasting this league. I'd like to thank Snead Tombstone Game Farm for putting on the league as well. Appreciate them out there. Thanks to everybody at Dota Prime Racing and everybody on the track, on the car, sorry, like KVRP, Fort Worth Screen Printing, and of course Labor 12. Go listen to them. Yeah, and to DG and for doing the awesome paint scheme, and yeah, also to Adam for putting on the league. So appreciate everybody tonight. So yeah.
Absolutely, man. Well, appreciate you joining us tonight. Congrats on the win. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good evening, guys.
You too. Alrighty. That was Ian Montrose taking the win here at VIR. Results from this race on screen. And well, Quinn, what were our takeaways from tonight?
I wasn't sure going into this, what it was going to be, but that was a very entertaining race. I am really happy with the result we got here tonight. It definitely looked like a handful out there, especially the tight corners and off tracks and this and that. But they put on a great show tonight. I was really happy with this race. I don't know if some of the drivers in there really had a great time, but I know up here in the booth with you, I really enjoyed that.
Definitely. I enjoyed it as well. And one more thing I want to point out, Ian lapped all the way up to 6th place. I mean, that's impressive, I would say, especially for only being 20 laps. I mean, they were only 1 minute lap times, but still putting more than half the field a lap down is definitely a feat in itself. So just a great run from Ian and Peter, really giving us a good show as well, trying to fight for that lead. So just, yeah, I enjoyed tonight. And, I look forward to next week and beyond. So make sure everybody checks out next week. I think it's said Dover Motor Speedway next week in these street stocks. So what are we expecting for that?
Well, Dover is just a little bit of a faster Bristol. And these cars, though, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be. Is that going to be more of a pack race? Is that going to be kind of follow the leader on the bottom? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever ran a street stock there. So not the typical type of track that, they would necessarily go to. I know these things run pretty good at Charlotte. I know that's later on in the year too on the schedule, but yeah, I don't know if I've ever ran one at Dover. So it'll be interesting to see how that car reacts there with the whole field there.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to see it. Make sure to check out DG Swiss on Twitch next week, this same time, and check out that Dover race. Check out all the other videos on this channel. Make sure to join the Sidewinder Discord. Go to dgsracing.com. All that good stuff. All the links in the description. Thanks to Snead Tombstone Game Farm for allowing us to bring this to you tonight. And well, thanks to Quinn for being my co-commentator tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. I definitely had more fun up here than I think I would have had on the track. I would have been the one that you'd have been zoomed in on, mowing the grass the whole night. So.
Yeah, well, road course master Quinn. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right.
Alrighty, well, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.